Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now as we can see, XRP is at 20 cents. So 4% change we can see, and it's going up and up. But we can see right here, it looks like we're going slowly but surely up, as we can see from this chart. But before we jump into news, guys, I'd like to say I'm not a financial advisor, nor this financial advice, just for entertainment value only. As it's daily tweeted out,
rumors that these checks may not go out for another 4 months. Like if you don't have,
I don't know. All I can tell you is the small business today is that we're way ahead of schedule. There is a problem which I pointed out. I said you shouldn't do it this way with unemployment. We're 40-year-old equipment by the states. We're sending the money to the states. Once the money is sent to the states, then the states, whether they're Republican or Democrat, have to get the money out to the people. Hopefully they will be able to do it. But many of those states have 40-year-old computers. I don't know that they're equipped. I wanted to give the money direct, if that's what you're talking about. I wanted to give the money out direct. It would have been much easier. But the Democrats and some people said, no, let's do it the complicated way.
I'm talking more about the stimulus checks.
All right, well, I was talking about both.
Yeah. I don't think that there are rumors of
40-year-old computers, guys. Come on, he wanted to do it direct, but they didn't let him. So again, direct, what does that mean? It comes from Boy XRP.
And that is on the government to fix. These look like private banks making private decisions about what customers they'll do business with, but that's not what's happening. What's happening is it's legal uncertainty and it's legal risk that they're mitigating. And it is on the government to fix the laws so that legal businesses can get banked. And I think if you talk to people in this business, they'll tell you regulatory uncertainty and the inability to get banking connections are the biggest obstacles.
But isn't it the banks also have uncertainty, so we don't want to touch this stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's a catch-22. It's a circular problem.
But on the bright side, the nice thing about that kind of problem is that it unwinds very quickly, right? Yeah. It's like if you have a chicken and egg problem, that kind of sucks if you don't have a chicken or an egg. But if you can get either one of them, then the problem goes away very, very rapidly. So it's the same thing. Like if we can reduce some of that regulatory uncertainty, then maybe some of the banks will be a little bit more open.
The Forum's Global Technology Governance Summit will take place in San Francisco from 21st to 22 of April. We've only been in this month for more than a week, so we still have 3 more weeks, guys, and see what happens. Next week comes from Jack the Rippler. Crypto custody firm lists XRP for institutional clients. The flexibility of Anchorage platform will allow us to support more advanced XRP functionality like payment channels should customer demand require it. So we can see right there another listing for XRP, guys, institutional clients, again from XRP.
In the industry are doing a step up to provide that.
Well, currently we have Ripple Names, which is essentially attaching a name to an account so that you don't have this long address that's very difficult for human beings to understand, that it reduces that complexity. Longer term, we're working on an identity system that's going to be a distributed identity system where the consumers have control over their identity. The other thing that we're doing is working with regulators and insurers and finding out what they need so that we can find ways to provide it. But we want to see this mainstream. We want to see the inefficiencies in remittances and in payments go away. And the technology is there to do it. All the technologies that we need exist. We just have to build standards, and we have to get people on board and build a coalition. It's going to be exciting.
And how far are you along in that process right now?
Well, it's obviously it's a very long and complicated process. I mean, we have the payment systems, so I would hope that that's the hard piece, but I guess it always seems like the harder pieces are ahead.
So this was back in 2014, it looks like. So back then they had it. Now it's been years upon years. So many progression and changes have already happened in XRP and Ripple. This comes from the Ripple Bull. I don't believe 18 cents is the true price of XRP. CoinMarketCap true price liquidity metric. 2. Binance purchases CoinMarketCap. 3. Binance and Ripple XRP strong ties. Something is up, and I love where this is going. We are lucky to be able to buy it this cheap. Stop complaining. Again, right now the price of XRP is at 20 cents. This is very good, guys. That's very cheap. Back years and years ago, it was like 30, 50, $1, $2, and people were buying it back then. The technology hasn't changed. just the price has. It comes from Pison. Fidelity and central banks have kept their private issued CBDCs a secret for 3 years.
Are individuals or to institutions digital versions of central bank money. So we at Banco Santander and 15 other financial institutions, Credit Suisse, UBS in Switzerland, KBC, ING, Commerzbank, Santander, Eurozone, Barclays, Lloyds, Pounds, Bank of New York, Mellon, State Street, NASDAQ, Dollars, CIBC, Canadian Dollars, MUFG, Mizuho, SMBC, Japanese Yen. 15 banks have been working on creating central bank digital currency as a consortium for the last 3.5 years. I've been working on this for 3.5 years. Quietly, the central banks had said to us, shh, say nothing. And then our friends at Facebook announced Libra, and all of a sudden, thank you, by the way, because we were allowed to talk about what we've been doing.
There you go, guys. 3 years. Remember, they have been doing that for 3 years. Once again from XRP, this was back from 2019.
How exactly does Ripple work? Is it a similar platform?
Yeah, so it's based on the same idea. Math-based currency simply means that the currency itself is defined by a mathematical relationship of servers in a distributed network. So instead of it being controlled by a central authority, whether that be a company or a country, it's based simply on a math relationship. So the idea is that there can never be any more of the currency once the amount has been set. So it can't be debased, for example, and then people can always depend on a predictable number. Ripple and Bitcoin, though, work in different ways. We've saw what Bitcoin has done over the last 4 years. We're really excited by it. We kept the good stuff, and we sort of fixed some of the flaws that we felt could be iterated on, and that's what OpenCoin is trying to do.
Now, how widespread is it going to be? I mean, what can I do? What can I actually do with Ripple right now? What can I transact in, and what is your global audience, your global reach like right now? Or is it really very, very nascent early days to be talking in terms like that?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely the early days. There's 100 billion ripples that have been created. About 1 billion of them have been now distributed in the system. But I think what people are now realizing with these math-based currencies is it isn't maybe the currency that is so potentially revolutionary, but really the payment systems that naturally come with them. So the idea that you can make global payments in any currency to anyone, which really should be great for e-commerce, for example. There are irreversible payments, so merchants love that. It's analogous to cash. So what these systems should really do is really help merchants, small businesses, and people lower the cost of doing commerce. And we think that's the most exciting thing about this movement, and that's really what we focused on. So, for example, Ripple is multi-currency. You can use it with math-based currencies, virtual currencies, regular currencies. There's a distributed currency exchange built right into it, and that's what we're excited about.
So that was from Stephen Bull. Friendly reminder, and by the way, guys, I did buy more XRP, I think 2 days ago, just dollar cost averaging in, little by little, and see what happens to the price of XRP. Now, guys, we're into the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. We could see here, Anderson tweeted out, moving to a cashless society. Look at this, guys. Contactless payment zone in store. We do not handle cash. Only contactless payments and app orders. Isn't that quite interesting? It's happening, guys. They're telling the people, they're telling the average Joes, look, we do not handle cash. A cashless society. Picture comes from Superman Punch. Interesting. We could see Mr. Poole with this picture right here from a while back. Now look at this. Good day for a walk. Now, it does look very similar, doesn't it, guys? Look at that. Question mark. There's a light, and then there's a tunnel. Quite interesting. Next one comes from Jane and Delton. Another evidence from Mr. Poole. We could see right there another. It looks like a happy face. So if we go into the replies, we can see here XRP HODL. Look at that. Smile. Quite interesting how everything, connects and adds up. The final tip for today's video comes from Mr. Poole. We could see here, Jane and Delton, no matter how random things appear, there is still a plan. So guys, there is still a plan no matter how random things appear. But anyways guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And yeah guys, see ya.